You can ask any of my friends. I actually love tiny waves. I'm the one going for all the super tiny ones. I think surfing tiny waves actually teaches you to be a really good surfer. You don't have a lot of wiggle room with tiny waves. There's not a lot of extra juice to push you through. You gotta be gentle, you gotta be mindful, you have to have your timing right, and I think it translates really well in your surfing when you start to surf bigger waves. Today I'm gonna teach you how I catch super tiny, small, fun longboard waves. First things first, you're definitely gonna wanna make sure you have a big enough board. I see this all the time where people come out with small boards, mid-lengths, even performance longboards that aren't big enough, and you really want a lot of volume, especially when you're just starting and especially to catch tiny waves. When I first started, I switched over to an 8-foot performance longboard, and I did not have a good time. I surfed it for about 6 months before I switched to a 9.4 classic log, and immediately I started having so much more fun. So just make sure you get a big enough board. To catch a tiny wave, you're gonna really have to hone your paddle technique. You want to paddle early, and you want to paddle strong and hard, watching the wave the whole time so that you can adjust if you need to go faster or pull back a little bit. Once you feel that you've caught the wave, do a couple extra paddles just to be sure, and then make sure you arch your back and go into cobra. Take your time while you're in cobra and make sure you wait for the wave to stand up, especially if it's small or mushy. Don't rush your pop-up. Pop up super gently when you feel it's the right time, and pop up a little bit more forward on your board than you normally would. If you miss a wave or mess it up, don't worry, we all do it. Just paddle back out, wait your turn, try again. There'll be more tiny waves for you later. I hope those tips helped, and I hope it'll encourage you to join my Tiny Wave Surf Tour. I'm traveling around surfing all the fun tiny longboard waves I can find. I also have a store where you can pick up some Tiny Wave Surf Tour merch if you want. Either way, hopefully you'll follow along here and on Instagram, and hopefully I'll see you out there on some super tiny waves soon.